Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's the 9th.
8, maybe. Wait, no.
We're up there.
I don't even know.
Or is it
8 or 9?
8 or 9.
8 or
think
9
we'll see.
episode of the Gents. It's good to be back. This is the first official episode of Gents on the road.
On the road.
Yay.
And if you can't tell, we are in Yosemite National Park.
Yosemite.
We've had to make some small adjustments because we are on the road. So
no, Verdi just
And
forgot
Verdi
some
just
stuff.
forgot stuff.
I forgot
So
a chord. My fault, guys.
That's the only reason why we've had to make adjustments, not because we're on the road. But we have mountains and trees. This-
And new chairs.
A new chair.
Mhm.
Well, a new chair.
single
it's like
chair.
a couch.
Yeah.
It's like a really big couch.
We should carve our names into this thing.
Carve our names after.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your
Facts.
knife?
The gents, yeah.
Do you-
At
nice.
the Gents Pod 1.
At the Gents Pod 1.
That's what we'll put on.
Let's go.
So, okay, so should we talk about the hike?
The
Yeah.
hike.
Alright.
Yes, bro. Go ahead.
Okay.
Birthday boy here.
Okay, so for my birthday, we all went here, and we finally, I've been wanting to do this for forever, but we hiked Half Dome, which is a huge hike. It took us 12 hours. I think if us three did it, would have taken us like what, like
Probably
I think
like
we would
half
have.
that?
I think we
we
would
would
have.
have halved it.
We would have gone from
Um,
6 to noon.
Yeah, and basically, it was just
We're awesome.
a bunch of staircases.
Yeah, no, we're fucking badasses.
No,
for that
it was crazy.
No.
And we went. So there's this thing called the diving board, and you'd basically just walk out over the edge,
Maybe we'll plug in
and
the
you like
pictures.
we were only allowed to crawl over the edge, but it's like at the very top of Half Dome, which is what did we say it was 7,600 feet up.
7,600.
And we
yeah.
just like dangled. We just like looked over the edge and stuff. It was
It's
pretty sick.
crazy.
We got
It
some
was
pics.
like over, like that rock, that diving board rock is like literally out, and then there's nothing below.
Yeah,
it.
it's crazy.
And it's pretty freaking.
It's scary as frick.
Dude, it was pretty fucking badass, and the amount of
We
elevation.
gotta talk about how
and
wide it
stuff.
was, though. It was probably like this wide, and it was slanted this
Yeah,
way.
Yeah,
When you were
So
on
you
it.
felt like you were gonna slide right off. Yeah.
It was pretty sketch.
We weren't like super baller. We were harnessed in.
Yeah.
Well, that was because Jamie.
Would you have done it if you weren't though?
I think I would have.
definitely
I think I would
Would
have.
you have done it as
Once
far
I
as
got
you
out
went?
there,
I
yeah,
think I would've.
I think I would have.
At least like laying down.
Just
That's
because,
crazy.
laying down.
I would have.
to
I would have stood.
where that rock.
Where that
was,
rock
at the
was.
edge.
Like,
Yeah.
Not
it
actually on the
wasn't as
diving
bad
board,
as
but
I thought it was gonna be.
no, I was
Right?
chilling with the
I was.
heights.
I was pretty terrified.
Were you?
Yes.
Verdi
Hold
was
up.
terrified. He couldn't like crawl all the way out on this diving board.
My body was over the edge.
It was.
And I just looked over, and I just stood there for a minute, and then I was
You're like,
just like
"Okay."
nervous talking. I was like, "Oh look, there's some climbers down there.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
there's
I was
some
like,
wasps.
why are you
There's like a
pointing-
wasp nest over
Why are
here."
you pointing that shit out, bro? Boy was scared for sure. But and then I honestly love that like the cable's repelling. So pretty
Yeah.
much Half Dome, if you don't know, it's like, you know, half of a dome, right? But like in order to get on top of the dome, you have to come up like a super steep like cliff face, and so there's like 2x4 wood pieces and cables that line all the way up, whatever, and
And,
you have
like-
to kind of like pull yourself up and climb using like your feet and all your
When we
upper
brought,
body
like,
and stuff.
carabiners and
And
stuff,
like
so we latched
every
onto the
every
cables.
8 feet, there was a piece of wood
The
that you could
2x4.
step on.
Yeah.
But
And then-
basically, we were
Practically vertical.
practically vertical.
Pretty much, you know, it's pretty. That was actually pretty crazy. My hands
I
hurt.
was-
My hands hurt
yeah, I
from
still got,
gripping the
like-
cable and like trying to
Yeah.
pull myself up.
Blisters.
That was hurting my.
There was
hands.
my dad. So my dad told us a story to scare us before we went up, and he said that one of the times that he went up, he's gone up 6 times, and one of the times that he went up, he was like held up by a girl who was peeing and puking on the cables because she was so scared,
Yeah.
and she just couldn't move,
No,
and
it-
she was just pissing her pants and puking.
No, it's crazy. Like the fact that like people get so scared that like they go up and then they just stop and like freeze.
That was almost Verdi. That was
It was
almost
not.
Verdi.
At the bottom, I was a little bit spooked, but I knew I was gonna do it. And then once we actually got on the cables, it was fine.
Do you think you would have done as good if we weren't there? Like if
Yeah,
it was just
I think
you?
it would have been fun
Or
because
was
I've been
it, like-
wanting to do it for like forever.
No, but honestly, that's such a big factor for me too. Is like doing scary shit. Is
As
like
long as we're
when
doing
when
it.
you guys are there and shit, and if you guys are even, you guys don't even have to do it. If you guys are just watching me and it's like,
I'll do it.
fuck yeah, like I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it, like, and then yeah, cause even on the diving board, bro, I was nervous, but then I saw both y'all do it, so I was like, can't act
Gotta do
scared,
it.
can't
Yeah.
act, yeah. So I just went out, got a sitting photo and a laying down photo.
Mm-hmm. It was
Right.
fire.
No, that was pretty sick. I liked my favorite part though was low key rappelling down.
That
Yeah,
one
I
was
like
fun.
That was
No,
so fun.
I just started like sliding down on my
Scooting.
feet. Like
Yeah,
I
it was
would
great.
crouch
He was
like
a
this,
butt
and I was
scooter.
just going like.
I was
I was
like,
going hecka fast.
I was pretending that I was like those rope guys that like jump off and swing. And you know, you can't jump off and swing as far because the cables are attached. But I was like, I was literally like holding myself like this off the wall, like sideways and
Yeah.
stuff, and just running down backwards. It was so sick.
That was sweet.
I was having a great time. And then the amount of people that I saw on the way up, just like crying and shit.
Really?
Like they're coming down and they're like scared.
Oh,
Or like the
like-
chick who stopped, she like didn't go up all the way with her friends. Oh, it was the our gals or whatever. There are these like group
Yeah.
of people that we talked to at the top that were like hyping us up when we going on the diving board. But one of the chicks in their group didn't go up all the way, stopped ahead of Jamie, and then was like,
I was
"Fuck this shit,
wondering-
I'm coming back down."
I was wondering what happened because when we went back down and we saw them, there was another girl. And I was
There was
like,
another girl. It was that girl. She didn't go up. She couldn't. She was
Interesting.
too scared.
Interesting.
So
There's
she
such
just
a big
she got
difference in
down.
like the people who do it though, because there was these guys that like weren't even on the railing. They were just like barefoot, like no equipment
Yeah,
at all,
oh
and they
my
were just
gosh.
walking.
They're
up.
like one-handed on the thing,
Yeah.
and they're just climbing up it. It was nuts.
And
No,
then
that
they've
was
got
pretty crazy.
people-
Barefoot's crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think it would have been better because I was hecka slipping with
Yeah,
my shoes
look,
on.
our shoes
Well,
were pretty bad.
We got the
Barefoot
tennis
might have been-
shoes,
we had,
and
like,
everyone
running.
else had hiking like boots on. And
My dad
that
said it
seemed
didn't
to
really
clip.
help that much.
Okay, well then
Really?
everyone's
But
a
it, like
freaking
the
liar.
barefoot is just like crazy good.
Maybe
That's
we'll try it.
strange.
We
I
come
don't
back
want
again.
to. I don't want to do barefoot. That's weird.
No, and I don't know if I'll ever. Actually, I think I'd do it without the harness because I felt pretty comfortable.
I did too.
No, I was chilling.
I was super chilling. Yeah,
And then you wouldn't have to stop
Well,
as much
and
with
then-
the
right.
carabiners and stuff.
but there was also this girl on the way up the cables. She was going down, and she passes my dad, and my dad's like, "You have it on the wrong spot of your harness." She was also like, being extra safe and
And
like
she was scared.
and she had carabiners and she was like connected to the cable and she like put it on the wrong spot and so she fell, she would have died instead of being caught.
You didn't. They
And
didn't tell you.
and my
No.
dad was like, so you're actually supposed to have it on the front here. This is supposed to hold your body weight. That's just like to hold your equipment. And so
Oh
she
my-
would
She
have
had it on
fallen
the-
if she would have fallen. And then she yells down to her friend and she's like, "That's not where you're supposed to
Oh my
put it.
God.
Like put it on the front." Like imagine she like falls.
Was it
She's
the
like,
Asian
"Oh, I'm
lady?
sick." Yeah, it was the skinny Asian
Yeah,
lady.
dude, she was like, sorry, sorry, all the way down past Jamie, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she was scooting past. She was like, I'm sorry, just
Yeah.
my carabiners, and,
Yeah.
and Jamie's like, it's okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, and then there's this husband and wife, and the wife was scooting down her butt, and like scooting on her butt because she was scared.
Yeah.
And the husband was like, "Oh, like that's not how you do it. Like
Oh my God.
you suck." And he was just like crapping on her the whole way down. And my dad's like, "That's not the first time I've seen it. It probably won't be the last."
And
And
Verdi did it.
I did it. It was, but I did
It
it
was
because it was
kinda
fun.
fun.
No, it was fun to
It
go
was
down
literally like a
face
huge
first.
slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Face first was fun.
No, it wasn't.
On the way down, it didn't seem as steep as on the way
It
up.
didn't. Yeah.
You know, like I noticed that. Like I felt way more vertical going upwards,
Mhm.
but then going down, like I still was able to go face 1st
Mhm.
on where I felt really vertical.
Yeah. Well, and then so on the way back, we finally had done half dome. We're on our way back, and I just like we're just walking down the trail, and I just feel like a super sharp pain in the back of my foot, and like
Oh.
in my Achilles, like right here, and I look down and there's just a bee right there, and so I'm like, I'm like hopping up and down, and I'm like kicking my foot, and then they just turn around and I'm like kicking myself.
It was like, yeah, me and
But
Skinner
a
were
bee
both
stung me
ahead,
for no freaking reason.
and we turn around as Verdi's like mid conversation. He's just jumping around, like hitting his foot. It was
Yeah.
the weirdest thing.
That was pretty funny. But that's like I think that might be the first time I've ever been stung by a bee, and it wasn't that bad. I think the swelling from last night was from the bee sting though.
Really,
It makes sense. I mean,
those
first
suck.
time. Yeah, bee stings aren't that bad.
Yeah, I've been like, do wasps bite or do they sting?
I think they.
I think they
stink.
can do both.
Okay, well I think I was bit in the ear by a wasp, and that's the only other time.
Bit in the ear.
Like-
that is
like-
like
like
the
right
oddest
here?
spot ever.
Inside.
Yeah,
What the heck?
it was
That's
really weird.
nasty. I wouldn't even let something get that close to my ear.
Well,
I have like a
just
weird.
wouldn't let it
I have a
happen.
well,
weird
there was
thing
more
with my
than
ears,
one.
bro. Like,
There was more than one. I was like,
I can
and one
sense
just
it.
caught me in the ear. Cause I flipped one of my slides onto the top of a car accident in a parking lot, and I had to climb on top. You know the back part that you can step on. I stepped on that, and there were bees underneath it, and they I kind of
Or wasps.
yeah, wasps, and then they were mad at me, and I grabbed my slide and I started running into my uncle's office, and I got bit in the ear.
Wow.
Yep.
That sounds.
I have like,
awful.
but I'm telling you, bro, I have such like a weird thing with like things next to my ears. I can sense it, and when it gets too close, bro, I'm like, fuck this shit. Like I'm out. Like I don't know. Nothing would get to my ears like that. That's weird. But
We also had a couple bug incidents other than the bee one.
well,
He-
okay. So we finished the hike, and we're getting down. We found this like little creek. Well, wait. We should talk about the ice bath first before we get into
Yeah, let's go in
creek
order.
and
Let's go in
the
order.
bug.
What happened at the ice bath?
Well, just we were walking down. Everyone's knees and stuff were aching and a little bit. So we found like part of the river that leads into like Nevada Falls. If you ever been here, it's Nevada Falls, and then there's another river that leads to Vernal Falls. And so we're at the top of Nevada, but like back a ways in the river. And so then we all got in and like shit stripped and shit and like and refilled water and stuff and
Got to
and,
use the
dude,
filter.
We were
honestly,
not,
it
we
was
were not
so
stripped. We had underwear on.
No, we were naked
Nope, we weren't.
and yeah.
not
No,
that sad.
honestly, it was so
He
nice
wishes.
though. The ice bath was so nice, and then
No, it was really nice.
the water after that too. I needed like
Mhm.
we had just run out of water.
I was like
So,
telling my dad too. I was like, "Can we fill up?" He's like, "No, you won't need it."
Bro, that fucking filter is ass.
it took forever.
It took forever. It's just me standing there pumping like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh,
For like 15 minutes.
yeah, like
Yeah.
oh my.
And it does, like,
gosh.
this much water every pump.
Yeah, it's so terrible. But I mean, I eventually got it filled and stuff.
But that straw thing was kind of cool that your mom
The
had.
life
Yeah.
straw.
Yeah.
I don't
that was
know. I
interesting.
felt weird just drinking
from the
straight
river.
from the river.
Yeah,
It
it's got to
was-
be weird.
But it worked.
But I mean,
Maybe.
so what it is, it's like a metal straw, and there, I'm guessing there's a bunch of filtered
Yeah.
shit in there, and you could just dip the straw in the river and,
And
just
just drink it.
straight
Yeah.
from the river. which is
And my
crazy.
mom just like gave me a water bottle and just
Analogy.
she was like, just put it in the water, and so I just filled it up with the
And then she used the
water,
straw
and
to-
then she just used the straw the whole time.
Interesting.
It was weird.
That is weird.
I
But
thought
then-
it would be colder, but like the straw made it like warmish.
No, agreed. The filter honestly warmed up the water some.
Made it warmer.
Yeah,
I was
like it wasn't
expecting,
as
like, the
I was
ice cold
expecting
water.
ice cold.
Mm.
I don't know. But then after that we finished up the hike, and when we get to like the end, and there was like a little creek and stuff, and with like some cool, I don't know, it was a cool view, and but we get down there, and you know they're just, what were you guys doing? Putting your hands in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're putting their hands in the water because their hands get swollen, which I still don't understand. So I guess like they get the blood, too much blood flow, and then their hands
Because
like
we're
get
like
tight.
Because we're like walking like this the whole time, and then the blood just like
Yeah.
goes down into our fingers, and then
Well, I don't know. I just never got that. But they had to like,
Jonas was
they were
definitely the
walking
worst.
like this, like with their hands in the air.
Like, I got blisters from going down Half Dome and stuff, and because of how swollen my hands were, the blisters were like popping. It was really bad.
That's
It was-
nasty.
It was gross. But they're clean now. Don't worry. Well, there's still one there actually.
Well,
But
and
we're
that
good.
one's like maybe clean.
Yeah.
You full on washed
Hopefully
it in
clean.
the fucking river.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then so we get down to the creek. They were putting their hands in, and then all of a sudden my body was just like, "You need to go to the bathroom." And I was like,
Number two.
I was like, "Okay, boys. Like, I'm gonna try to go find the bathroom." There was like a bathroom kind of close nearby where we had first started the trail. So I'm walking to it, and then there's a section where you get to. It's a bridge over like some body of water, like some over the like the creek or whatever. And then we're like literally to the left, like right after you get over the bridge is the bathroom. But I couldn't see where it was. I just started walking on the bridge, and I couldn't see like anywhere. And I got so scared because then my body was just like, it's coming whether you like it or not. And I was weak from the hike, so my butt cheeks could not clench, bro, to hold that shit in. So then I immediately turned, bolted into the forest, like at least 30 yards in, found a stump, and just ripped off my pants, bro, and just started. Dude, it was bad. Yeah, it was crazy.
And then he used some larva leaves.
I did not
larva
use the
infested
larva
leaves and
I
wiped his
stacked up
butt.
some leaves for some toilet paper, and I was just saying, like,
That's
shit.
so bad.
I wasn't really looking at the leaves, so there's some caterpillar eggs in my asshole now.
And I have a spider up there. And Jonah,
You want to explain
Did
that
you
story?
ever-
I don't think they know.
They don't even
You
know.
just
about
have a
your-
spider
well, I was
up your
gonna,
bum.
but I was just gonna see if you had anything, Jonah.
Nope.
Do you have anything in your butt?
I don't.
Not yet.
Oh.
Last night you did.
Oh.
So
Birdie's spider story, butt
Okay.
story.
So we made it to the top of Nevada Falls going up, and I had to go to the bathroom. There's a bathroom there, so I go, and it stinks. Like, they never ever clean it. They just refill it with toilet paper. And I'm like going to the bathroom, just about done, and then like I swear I feel some jump onto my butt. And then I felt a spider like web on my butt too, and I think it like jumped while spinning its web onto my butt, and then I quickly like jumped up, grabbed the nearest toilet paper, and just started going crazy with wiping, and I'm pretty sure it went up my butt because I did not see it, and I don't know. It was a pretty weird feeling, but I felt really gross for the next like half
That's
hour
nasty as hell.
until like
That's-
it
that's
could like
bad.
until it could like leave my brain that just happened. So
And so, just to give everyone like a mental map, it's like Yosemite Valley, start the trail, then you get to the top of Vernal Falls after following the river or whatever, and then you go up past that, and then you get up to Nevada Falls, and then you go up, and then you, for some reason, you go like
So,
a
like,
mile and a
this
half
is
in the
Half
wrong
Dome.
direction. Okay, and then you go a mile and a half in the wrong direction, and then you start going up Half Dome, and Half Dome's like finally like the peak. But you go like a mile and a half in the wrong direction.
and what was it? A total of 17 miles.
Yeah, he said like
17 point something.
Yeah.
So it was almost 18 miles of just hiking that day. It took us 12 hours because
Eating,
parents.
taking pictures,
well,
taking
the
like
parents
parents. We had
just
to wait
they
for my
just
mom and
needed
dad.
some time.
All that good stuff.
But I mean, it was chill. It was a good hike.
Was.
Apparently, like it's a really hard hike.
Yeah.
But we were all chilling afterwards. Like, I felt great afterwards.
Mhm.
It did. Because they were hyping it up like, oh, you're gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
your legs are
and-
gonna be dead and,
we
you're gonna be shaking.
We all had a soccer game Friday or Saturday, and then I had 2 games on Sunday. You had a game on
I had
Sunday.
one game, yeah.
And like I was dead. My legs were gone, and it was like
And
fine.
we still hiked up the whole thing.
I mean, it
Just
hurt
chill.
for sure.
was
I was kind of dying a little bit.
When you guys
but
talked about the stairs, like I thought there was just gonna be like so
Steep
many
steps.
too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
No,
But,
my
like-
dad. How my dad always explained it to me is, yeah, it's just huge stairs.
And I was like,
it wasn't that
it was
bad.
just
like-
a flat
it was literally,
slope.
yeah,
with
it was
the,
a flat slope, and every once in a while there was a wood, a
Yeah.
piece of wood, which is
That you could
way
stand
better than the rest of the hike. That was like the
No,
easiest part of the
fact,
hike.
that was the easiest part. It was light as hell. But
So if you ever go on a Half Dome, don't be scared of the cables. It's such an easy part.
Yeah.
You're not gonna freaking die unless you're stupid.
I think we
So
are
just
kind of
don't
fit,
be
though.
stupid.
It'll be a challenging hike for any normal person, for sure.
I'd
Yeah.
say bring carabiners and cable, or
Yeah.
like all that stuff for first time.
Yeah. And then I think our next trip is gonna be, we planned on a couple more trips. Is Zion. We want to do the Narrows and then Angels Angels Landing, I think it's called.
Is that also in Zion?
Yeah. And then we want to come back here in the spring, because right now the water isn't really high, but in the
Maybe
spring,
do a lot more swimming.
because that same hike that we did, there's something called a mist trail, and the first falls in the Vernal Falls, we like hike pretty close to the falls, but when it's like flow and everywhere is wet, it's like you get soaked and you're like not even next to the falls.
So like, would you guys wear ponchos like the entire hike? Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's
But
rough.
no, it's definitely like one of my most favorite hikes to ever do,
Yeah.
Really?
especially in the spring.
That's cool.
I think it goes like my favorite hike ever is the Narrows, and then that's like a close like second or third.
Fair.
So what made the Narrows so good?
Yeah, I don't even.
Well, it's
explain
one,
the
if
narrative.
it's hot, you're just in the water the whole time.
Really?
Just the whole time you're in the water hiking.
Yeah.
You could like, even if it's cold, you get used to it. And then so the way up isn't like, the water doesn't, it's not super like flowy, you know, like it's not strong, and so you're able to just hike up it pretty easily. And then just the way back, you can just float the whole way down,
That's sick.
and you don't have to do any.
Just float all the way back.
Float all the way back.
That's pretty
nice.
sweet.
That's pretty nice.
So it's one of my most favorite hikes.
But yeah, and so then what was nice though after the hike was like eating dinner.
Oh yeah,
We
my
had
God,
like
it was
these dinner
amazing.
reservations at like, what is it, at the lodge?
It's like Mountain Peak.
Mountain
Mountain
View.
Room. Mountain Room.
The Mountain Room restaurant,
Mhm.
which is in Yosemite Valley and stuff, and we had dinner reservations
We
for
all got
after the
it.
hike, and it was busting us.
It was
Mag-
heck
Magyu burger.
We had a
What did
wagyu.
Wagyu.
Wagyu. Oh, I
Wagyu
couldn't
burger.
remember what it was called.
We had French onion soup. We had salad, Caesar salad,
Caesar salad
With anchovies.
and yep, with anchovies, and then
chocolate cake.
chocolate cake, and then we had a cheese. My parents got a
Oh, yeah,
cheesecake
'cause
with
you're a
like
fatty.
berries, and it was really good. It was my favorite dessert.
Really? The cheesecake
Out
seemed
of all
good.
of them.
I just
I got a
opted
sundae.
out. Opted out. You got a sundae.
That was banging.
Chocolate cake was good. And then this morning we woke up and we got to go to a breakfast buffet at what is it called? Awani?
The Awani.
The Awani or whatever.
It's like the lodge for the whole Yosemite Valley.
Yeah. And it's like a self-serve breakfast buffet in there
Oh my
at
gosh.
8:30.
And it's heck
It was
good.
busting as heck. I think my favorite was the French toast and
Facts.
and the salmon. I like the salmon that was there.
And kind of after this, we don't have a car because my parents took the car, and so we've just been riding the buses. We were at the Awani just like this morning getting breakfast, and we had to take the buses around to get back to here. And we
So
almost
now we
had a
just have to-
huge oopsie because we were on this bus that was gonna go like all the way on the other side of the valley. Like no one even ever goes there, and then unless they're gonna like climb the El Capitan, which is like the craziest like thing here to free climb. Like people like free climb it. I don't know.
Yeah, like
But,
rock climbing.
We were gonna have to like go all the way out there because we were on the green bus, but apparently there's a purple bus that was supposed to take
And we
us
almost
here.
missed it.
We
but
almost
it's
missed
okay.
it.
I know.
He closed the doors and then
We
he was like,
ran
oh.
to get on to the green, bus, and then we were sitting on it, and then
We
we
were
were
sitting
like,
on it for like 5 minutes.
I know, and then we were like, this is the
isn't-
wrong bus, so we
Because
jumped
some old
off.
ladies were like, this is the green bus. I think we need to be on the purple bus. And so we like
Like,
sprinted out. And then the ladies got stuck on the green bus.
Yeah, those old ladies.
Poor
Yeah.
fellas.
Yeah.
It's so sick here. I would totally like. I think I could see myself doing a fire watch. I know Jonah asked that earlier in the hike. If we do a fire watch, which is pretty much like you live up on like in a cabin up on a mountain and you just watch like for fire and stuff, and you live up there for like months at a time. And I feel like I could totally
Yeah.
do it. I honestly
It'd be
love
pretty
being
sweet.
out here.
Yeah, no, it'd be sweet.
It's so nice. But yeah, that was a good dude. what a crazy thing, bro.
Much
Like
better
we
than
are
last
badass.
time.
It's
and
still
and this
unreal in my
This is
head.
all in the span of like a day and a half.
Yeah.
I know, a day and a half. We left on Sunday, got here really late, woke up the next morning at what, 5:30?
Yeah.
5:30.
On
Hit the trail by 6, and then we were hiking all day till 6 in the afternoon. And
Which
then,
and
yeah.
at the end of the hike, my legs were shaking.
Oh my
can
gosh.
you believe, like, that's insane. We were walking around for 12 hours.
Yeah. Not even
Like
At a
up and
constant
down,
incline or
incline or
decline.
decline, bro. No
Yeah.
flats.
No,
like,
I'm
ever.
actually so happy we're done.
No, it's insane. And you know what sounds really nice right now? Going for a swim.
It
Yeah.
does. It's a little bit warm. There's actually fall weather here.
Oh
It's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Back
yeah,
home,
yeah.
it's
Right when
sucks.
we got out of the car, we were like, we stopped at this restaurant, on our way in, and it was literally just like it was
perfect
cool, like
temperature.
perfect temperature. It was amazing.
So sweet. Caca!
There's a bunch of crows around.
They're surrounding us.
They're coming for
The
us.
we like just the mornings here just are amazing, too, with all the bird noises and just like nature. Can we talk about our next door neighbors?
Oh my freaking
So we
God.
spent 2 nights here. So the first night we got here at like 8:30 in the afternoon, or at night, and then the next morning we were gonna leave to go for the hike. And these people, the first night that we got there, were so drunk, and even when they're not drunk, they're loud. But they were really drunk then.
And they had kids that they had to look after.
Yeah,
All
when
the
we
adults
got
were
there,
drunk.
the little kids like were peeking around the corner, staring at us.
Yeah,
in our
so
camp and
odd.
shit.
Yeah, it
Dude,
was in our
and we
camp,
tried to
it
like
was so
wave,
weird.
but then he was just staring at us like.
Just
Yeah.
wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it was
Odd.
weird, and it's supposed to be like you're supposed to be quiet after 10, and they were screaming at like 11
No,
o'clock,
Yeah, it was terrible.
and then
first night I didn't
7:30 in the
understand.
morning tonight they were screaming. They're like, "Oh, I don't feel so good. I think I might have COVID." Like, okay, you're right next to
No,
the people you're
they're-
trying to talk to.
They were like, the
Yeah.
fire is still smoking, and I've dumped 2 jugs of water
Like,
on it,
yeah,
and
it
it's
probably is
still
gonna still
smoking.
smoke.
And I was like,
I think we
oh
gotta
my
talk about the
gosh,
layout a little
like,
bit, though.
Can you shut?
So it's like
Oh,
a
okay,
big,
yeah.
big tent, right? And there's a wall between it that kind of splits it.
The
And
wall
so
does
this is
not
our
help
side.
with the sound at all.
Like the top is just like a canopy, so there's like no sound
There's no
barriers
sound
at all.
barriers.
So we heard everything. Absolutely.
Just
Our-
all the. It's
Us being
the
in our
dumb
room, anytime
comments,
we were
bro.
ever in our room, we were just shitting on them the whole time. They would say something and then we'd say it and like, or we'd respond to it and be like, "Yeah, I think I have COVID too."
No response though.
Or like last time when we were like, "Good night, Birdie," like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
yelling
good
like.
They were
really
like,
loud.
they were like, "Good night," but it was really loud. And then we're like, "Good night, good night, good night." And then they also didn't go to bed. They
Yeah,
were
they
still,
didn't go to bed.
They didn't go to bed.
They put them kids to bed, but then they were up like watching some dumbass show,
Yeah.
and they were like commenting every 5 seconds, like, "What is she doing now? Oh, why is she doing that?" I'm like, okay, if it's your first time watching a movie, bro, you are all experiencing watching the new movie. No one's gonna know the freaking answer. So
Hey, good catch. That was almost a slip up.
it slipped, but then I undid the slip.
Nice.
Rewind.
Can you guys hear that?
It sounds
kinda cool.
It
The
sounds like a
fucking-
boomerang.
The wings sound so sick. Look, listen. Did you guys hear that?
Wait, can we just have like 10 seconds moment of silence just to hear
Okay,
nature?
yeah, this
so
is-
you guys can hear nature.
This is what nature sounds like. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1. And done.
Nature.
Why are you clapping?
I don't know.
Dude, but did the nature sound nice? Dude, that's what I love, bro. Is like how like quiet but not quiet it is.
Yeah,
you know?
especially
like,
away from our tent.
Yeah.
It's very nice and quiet.
oh yeah, from our tent too.
It
Oh
was
my God.
'cause
sucks.
when we came in around here to come over here to film. It was the first time I actually was able to listen to the nature.
Yeah. Well, and
which
like
was
another
really
thing
nice.
about being here is even with like all the lights on around the campsite, like the stars are still
Oh,
up.
the
freaking
stars are amazing.
stars.
Even with the lights on.
You could see like the outline of the Milky Way.
I wish
in
we
the sky.
had a little bit more time to like
just
when
sit and
to just lay in the street and look up.
yeah.
No, yeah. We
'Cause-
should have done it last night because it's not like we
were
went to bed.
cooked, though.
We didn't
Yeah.
go to bed though.
Okay,
We're like,
I
yeah, we're
literally-
cooked.
I
Hold
fell
on, it was
asleep
like
at
almost
8:30
8
and you
o'clock.
guys woke me up.
Okay, yeah, but it's because you had your dumbass fucking TikTok on of like this guy doing
was the
his.
same
He was
one.
choosing his starting five of like I
Yes.
don't know, and he was like, "Rah!" Rah! Like he was screaming.
Was he
on-
actually?
yes, on the
Yes, the
video
whole-
And-
for like
and
20 minutes.
And I wake Verdi up. I was like, Verdi, wake up. And then Jonah starts kicking him, and then he goes. And then-
That's not what I listened
yes,
to.
yes, you did. I swear to God. And then you went back to bed, and then this morning, bruh, I was like, "What are you doing?" And then he like just flipping everybody off, and I was like, "Okay."
No,
Oh,
'cause
brushing
I
your
woke-
teeth last night. It was last night, and I was like, "Were you gonna come?" And then he's like,
This boy does not like to brush his teeth.
I
when he
brushed
goes
my
camping.
teeth. I was just I didn't want to get up. You guys were like, "All right, we're gonna go brush our teeth." You waited in bed for like 10 more minutes, and then you said it again, and then you waited in bed for 10 more
"That was
minutes.
Jonah, though. I was ready, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that was
Jonah,
kinda
get
me.
the frick
Hey,
ready."
and let the record show, I did end up going and brushing my teeth.
He did. Then he did end up coming.
That's what I was waiting
and-
on. I was trying to get Verdi to go brush his teeth.
Oh, okay. No, you're
Obviously.
Still. Okay, but can we talk about something else, or do you not want me to bring it up? About
talk
your
about our
oral
flossing.
hygiene.
Oh. I don't care.
I floss about once a week.
Those
I'd
two.
say I
No,
do.
I don't believe you.
Why?
But I do.
Bro, if you guys. No, okay, whatever. They floss maybe once a week, if not at all. If
Once
not
a week
at
to
all.
Not at all.
Yes.
How does that?
That doesn't.
Once a week, or you just miss it and you go to the next week. Oh, maybe you miss it again, and you go.
That means
It's a cycle.
That means
No.
I brush my teeth like what, like 70 something times? How many weeks are in a year?
52.
50 something, 52 times.
You only brush your teeth 52 times.
Floss.
You floss 52 times.
More, probably more.
I don't.
There's some
I can't
because there are
believe
some
you
weeks
guys.
when I just like
they
am
don't
really
they don't
feeling it.
floss. They don't floss, and I made them floss on the first night, and then freaking
And we
their
still
gums almost fucking exploded.
I don't floss and my teeth are still we've decided the best of the group.
Yeah, like,
They're the
nothing
best
came out
looking.
on
Doesn't
them,
mean
though.
they're the healthiest.
So I don't need to
my
Because
do
you
that.
don't
my,
floss.
My
Because
dentist
you don't floss.
My dentist says my gums are in perfect condition every time I go.
Me too.
Yeah, maybe there's a cavity building up in between that you don't know yet,
I'm pretty
That
sure
the
they check in
dentist
between.
wouldn't
and it's going to build up,
I think they check
and
in
it's
between.
building up.
Pretty
right
sure they
now,
clean it too.
And
I'm
it's
pretty sure
building
they
up
floss
right now.
for me. Every 6 months.
Every
I
6
floss.
months. Every 6 months. Yeah, they floss one time,
Every
and that's
6
all
months,
you need.
They ask
No,
me.
you guys
they ask
suck.
me, "Are you flossing?" And I'm like,
Nasty as hell.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's my answer every time, and they're like, "You need to start doing it every day."
You do.
I don't.
You do. The dentists tell you. What do you think? Maybe you should do
would
it.
say,
Nasty ass.
Like
It's
once a
because-
week. I feel like that's about
It's
right.
because Anaya used my flosser and she used the last reusable one, and so.
They aren't reusable,
Yeah,
Verdi. They are not reusable.
Then why does the minty taste last longer than one try?
I wouldn't know. I don't
'Cause it's
reuse my
reusable.
flossables. No, I
No,
don't.
it's the
no,
one
no,
where
no,
you
no.
can clip in just the head.
What?
Oh, you just switch out the head.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Sure.
like,
So it's
Yeah,
reusable.
Fine. It is reusable.
Yep.
But the ones that you clip in the head, I thought you meant the plastic
No,
ones.
I
That I
no, I
have.
don't reuse those.
That's good. That's good.
Great. Love that.
Thank you.
And
love
I
it too.
used it, and you never just cleaned it.
I just took the head out, and I don't have any more heads.
That is
So
an
he
issue.
doesn't floss.
No,
So
I
he
have
hasn't
I have a
flossed
pack like
since.
you have.
You just don't use it.
No, I do. I said like once a week.
I don't know, dude. Hot take, bro. Not flossing.
I
It's
actually
fucking
just
weird.
used it before we went camping because my mom put it in like a little jar, and so they're just right in front of me. So I was just like, oh, okay.
No, you're welcome, Jonah and Verdi's dentist. I've made them floss both nights.
Hey, thanks. Ow.
Yeah. So, and you know, whoever, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was going to say, but
Was it rude?
Wow, it was a little.
It's a little rude.
No, it wasn't rude. It was just more of like embarrassing.
And you know what? I've decided just now,
Hmm.
and I'm not going to talk to you guys about it because
Well, I've decided something,
it's been decided in my head.
but I shall not say.
We will take one of our subscribers
Flew in my
on a
eye.
trip to Zion. There. Yeah.
Okay.
Up for debate.
You have to pay for it though.
You have to pay, and you got to be cool.
And we get to pick.
So.
it could be me.
What?
You're
I
the,
could be
you're
the
the,
su- I could be the subscriber.
you're the subscriber we take to Zion. The one who's going to Zion. Okay. Fair.
Changing subject. You know what I've noticed about
What?
being here though?
What?
A lot of the people are extremely nice.
That's true.
Oh,
There
like
was
literally
There's
everyone
a
we talked
lady
to,
at
yeah.
breakfast today, and she just was like, "So, what are you guys doing here?" Or she's like, "You guys are probably going to go on some big hike, aren't you?" And we were like, "Yeah, we already did. We went to Halftone." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, let me touch you."
That's what she said. It was so
She's
odd.
like, "Let me touch
She was
you."
like, touch you.
And so, and she was like standing next. Okay, this is her. She's over here next to Jonah, and she's like, touch you. And then I'm sitting over here, and I'm like, and I like hand her my arm so she can touch me.
It was so odd.
Bro, what? I did not know that.
It was
Yeah.
so funny.
I just
She was
thought she
really
was a
nice.
nice
No,
old lady.
she was so nice, so sweet.
No, and everyone on like the hikes and stuff, it's all like, oh, thanks for letting me by. Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
Except there was this one lady
Oh,
who was a
one.
total jerk.
She was a jerk. She was a B word.
Yeah. She was the only mean person here.
She's
though.
from Ohio too,
Makes
How do you
sense.
know?
because the kids, those kids that were trying to race us,
Yeah,
were her kids.
really.
Yeah,
Of
those
course.
annoying
Kids
kids
were
that were
hella
trying to
rude.
race us down the cables and like be stupid.
And we won.
Yeah, we won.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But we weren't stupid.
we weren't stupid. We had carabiners and they didn't. And they climbed all the way down and they were like, ew, where you guys from California? And I was like, no, we're from Reno, Nevada, right in the elbow. And he just didn't answer and I was like, oh, he doesn't know where that is. And then I was like, so are you guys from Cali? They're like, no, we're from Ohio. And I was like,
wow.
okay,
Wow.
great, thank
hell
you.
no.
Thank you for telling me that. And then, and then I saw them get down and Jamie's like, oh, we got to get out of here. The mom's coming. And he was with those little boys. And so the family's all just fricked.
And also, me and Jonah have been growing our beards this weekend.
A whole 2 days.
I've been growing for about a week.
Can't really see it from here.
And
though,
they've
probably.
caught up to me.
Probably more.
So,
That's crazy though. There's like nothing here. It's
Yeah.
just the goatee.
no, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's probably what I would have if I, like,
Goatee.
actually
But me
could
and you,
fill out.
right here, we don't grow anything there.
Right here.
Yeah, you guys are freaking weird.
You want to
Stop.
see a new trick I learned too, guys?
What's the trick?
What's happening?
He
Yeah,
did.
shut up.
He did it for Jonah. I started it too.
Yeah, see?
He's been
I
trying
can
to
do the
force
trick.
choke anybody.
See? Just do it better.
He's been trying
I
to
don't
force
know.
choke somebody like this whole trip, but he can only force choke himself.
Ooh, wait. We need to talk about the conspiracy theorist we met this morning.
Oh my gosh, he was
The
crazy.
old dude,
He's
I
just- he was
sat
talking-
down. I was not listening to that shit.
Well, I thought I heard so it was at breakfast today, and I thought I heard them call like Verdi our name so that we could go sit down, and so I walk over, and then there's this guy talking to my parents, and my parents are just talking like, oh yeah, we were married here. We've been married for like 27 years, and we just like hike half done with these guys, and then he was like, oh, this is your son? And they're like, yes. And then he was like, I don't even remember exactly what he said, but he was basically like, you study hard and
play hard,
play hard,
work
and
hard.
play hard, work hard, and you gotta watch out for those Chinese.
Yeah.
Don't get sucked into their games. And I was like, I know what you mean. I didn't know what to say. I was like, I got you.
He
said
said the
the
Chinese
Chinese
are
are-
coming for your generation.
Yes,
and
yes.
It was like,
And me and Skinner walked in right at that part. It was the Chinese
was
are
like,
coming for your generation. We just
okay.
looked
No,
at
I
each
was-
other.
I was literally just
It's
like, I
uh-huh.
know what you mean.
Uh-huh.
And then I just walked away. I was like, he's like, all right, we'll all be seeing it. He was like, they're not smarter than us. I was recently in a debate with them, and we won. And I was like, good to know.
Bro,
We're still number one, guys. Like, okay.
number one debaters, apparently, from this old dude.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
how
was
old was that guy though?
I
He
don't-
was kind of old.
He was like
he was probably like
70s.
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
No, that's not even that old.
No.
What
Well,
a guy.
What
a lot
a
of
guy.
lot of interesting people here.
Mm-hmm.
No, a lot of interesting people. What I've also noticed is like, but they're majority of the time the best kind of people.
Mhm.
Like you
Mhm.
don't
They're
catch
definitely-
any like negative Nancy's or
Mhm.
like, usually you don't catch like bitches out here.
Yeah.
Unless they're from Ohio.
Yeah, unless.
Yeah.
unless they're
Well,
from
and
Ohio.
like, I feel like this place has really gotten a name on the map.
Yeah.
Because
No,
there's
100%.
people from everywhere. With people from Germany,
Yeah, we heard
people
like
from
5 different
people
languages
from
here.
like Asian descent, and
Good.
well, just because I
We
couldn't
heard
tell like I couldn't
Japanese,
tell the language.
German, Russian. Met a guy from England and
Spain.
I think that was like
I bet you there were other Asian dialects, but
Yeah.
we just like
yeah.
kind of lumped them in together.
Yeah,
No, there was Japanese for sure.
you think so?
I
There
bet
was
you,
Japanese.
but
I
I think
sure
there.
was.
I think there was something else too.
Yeah, I wasn't
But
listening
I don't
that
even
much.
know. And then there was like other languages that we probably just didn't even recognize or whatever.
Yeah,
But
it's
honestly,
interesting though.
it's crazy.
And then like after this, we're gonna go take the buses again and just kind of
Hopefully get on the right
scour
one.
through the valley.
Mhm.
Yeah, hopefully not go like crazy out of the way on accident.
And hopefully be home later this afternoon.
We're gonna be
in our own
home
beds
this evening.
without our freaking neighbors.
Yes.
Kill
So,
all the girls
hey,
all night.
if you want a party, pull up to Skinny P's house.
Are you actually throwing them?
You're
No,
gonna
I
throw a
don't
party
know.
tonight.
No, I don't know. If my
Tonight?
parents see this, no, dude, I don't know, dude. If my parents see this, we're gonna be like, hell no. It's because like I'm not actually throwing a party, guys. Like, come
Okay.
Just kidding. Don't go to his house. Go to Verdi's house. For
Verdania's-
pasta night.
Pasta night, Verdania's
Oh,
house.
snap.
Anybody who sees this,
And then the after party.
Hey, where's our team
No, I'm
bonding
just
this
kidding.
season? We
The-
need to lock
by
it
the
in.
time, hold
I
on,
told
pause.
you we're doing it before regionals.
By
Oh,
the
yeah.
time like this video gets out, bro, it's already like
Facts.
it's gonna
All the
be-
consequences are already gonna be on.
Yeah.
They'll already have found out. You can never hide it.
No.
What?
You can never hide that you've thrown a party.
Yeah, I never would try.
Your parents they would need to know that you're doing it so that it would be okay.
No, I would never try. Unlike
Me
some-
neither.
Yeah, okay.
It's really
Liar.
hard,
Is it?
especially when the people throw up everywhere.
And your
Oh.
neighbors are snitches.
Yeah. Lives next to
Limits.
Mr. Clapp.
Shout out.
Shout out,
Michael-
Mr. Clapp.
Michael Clapp.
It's cool. I wouldn't expect anything more. You're loyal to them, not me. It's cool. Just know I take care of your son.
Shout out Henry. Right?
Yeah.
Is his
Henry.
name Hendog? Henry?
And dog.
Hendog? But yeah, this was the first official episode of the Gents on the road.
In
Did
the
we-
nature.
Oh, we had the Q&A. Are we just gonna save that for?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Just cause.
So we'll save that for the next episode. Maybe we'll put it out again as a poll just to see if we can get any more.
Did you
answers
have your
on it.
bright orange backpack in the photo at the whole
No,
time?
it's not in the frame.
Alright. Well, then it's not there.
There's no
There's no
orange
backpack
there.
over there.
Gotcha.
Nothing at all.
But yeah, we'll save the Q&A for episode 9, hopefully, or 10,
10.
whatever. We'll know what episode we're on. the
Big
next one,
10.
but
It's coming up.
it's just because we're out in the wilderness. We just got dissociated with regular culture and like how the time and the years work. So
Shut
we
up.
lost track of the episodes. That's just what happens when we're real nature boys that are badasses that go up on cliffs and shit.
Yeah.
And
That's what
shit.
happens.
So, but
Also, we've also learned what kind of like what type of pine trees there are.
Bristle.
Sugar.
Jeffrey.
thank you, Jimothy Verdi.
Master Gorm.
Master
We call
Gorp.
Jim Master Gorp.
Let us know if you know what Gorp is.
Yeah.
Only
Oh
real
yes.
ones know.
Facts.
If
Only
you know
real
what
ones
Gorp
know.
is, you gotta let us know. Gorp, G-O-R-P.
If you know what Gorp is, you're coming to Zion with us.
Yeah, facts, and we'll pay for you. Like, I'm betting on it.
Okay.
Wait, we should look to see if it shows up on Safari if you look up Gorp.
Oh yeah. Don't look
if
it
you
up.
look
though.
it up, then
You're
you're
a
a
loser.
freaking cheater and you
Yeah.
lost, and we're gonna be able to tell.
Yeah.
Because we don't think anybody's gonna
No
know
one will
what
know.
it is based off the top of their head.
Nope.
Gorp.
Gorp.
It's actually so funny.
He's the Gorp
Master
master.
Gorp.
Master Gorp.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right,
All right.
and so with that,
Stay gentle.